Well, this is the pretty much. I'm going to touch it up a little bit. I put a coat of seal it, to weatherproof it. I've got one coat on it, so I'll have to do a little bit more on that tomorrow. I'm just tired, so I'm going to have to stop. But I was hoping I'd have gotten to the back of it tonight, but I'll get it tomorrow. And it took me a while to find what I wanted to write on here. I wanted it to have something on it. So, I, it's, don't judge me, but that one thing that kept coming to my mind was what I put on the seat of this, and I don't know if you can read it, but it just says, "Beyond the tallest tree, right past the moon and stars, is a place I call home." And my beliefs is we all came from that one home, and we were put here, and I can honestly say the names on here are people that truly did their job, and they left the world a better place by being here. And that is truly a gift, and it's very special people. They're very special to me. All of you are, actually. And on the back of it, I found something that the second I read it, I thought that is perfect. And I thought about Harley, and just, I remember hearing her sing last year on her videos. And, this was perfect. Let me read it to you, because I didn't have it. I done run out of time and energy today, so I will get it on there tomorrow. And then I'll be sealing it and putting it back out in the garden. But it just says, "There are some who bring a light so great to the world that even after they're gone, the light remains." And I thought that is so perfect for all of them. So perfect. So that's what I'm gonna put on the back, and I hope I'll have to show y'all one more time, and then we'll be done with this show and tell. It's kind of funny. I'm showing y'all this poor bench over and over, and no, and grandkids and neighbors are wanting me for show and tell. They're like, my neighbor had this big. They were all going up the river the other day, behind here on canoes, and I didn't get to do what he asked because I had something else going on. But he's like inviting me over. He works for he works for the studios, and I don't know exactly what he does, but he makes me nervous, Anyway, he said, "Come, I want you to come over now." He said, "Now you do whatever you want." And I'm like, "What are you doing? Show and tell? Your crazy neighbor lady?" And he's laughed, and he said, "Well, I talk about you a lot, and they just have to, they have to see." And I was like, "Okay, then I'll just have to dress up my best new pajamas, and I'll be over." But I didn't get to, so I'll have to catch his next party, and maybe I'll video it just for the fun of it, But he don't get what he asked for. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't invite me for show and tell when I'm the thing being shown, okay? Because it might be embarrassing. But anyhow, this is where I'm at, and I'm about to go upstairs and I gotta clean up my mess out here, and then I'm going up there and take a shower and try to get in bed, and I'll think of some other nonsense to get into tomorrow, I've got to get out there and get the weeds, but I have, I get obsessive, and I have to complete something, so I'm working on it. Well, y'all have a good night, and I'm sorry I've rattled on for 4 minutes, but I sure do adore each of y'all, and I surely do. And I just had to say something tonight because some people think that they don't hear from me. As Carrie puts it so well in her comments that I love to read. The one that shall remain nameless. That one, she gets excited and stuff thinking I might have died during the night. And, well, I just hate for her to have that. And so I have to say something every once in a while to let myself be known to be still here, and still a little irritable, and still a little bit cranky, and still not ready to put up with all her nonsense, and I'm still not ready to tell James that he will ever score. I mean, he won't take my advice, and I can't help nobody that won't listen. There ain't no point. There just ain't no point. So he has never gonna score, and Mary's never going to get it. She's never going to hear. But I'm always going to be here. So y'all have a good night. Sweet dreams. And if you say prayers, say them. And even if you don't, you might just throw one out there for me. Just throw one up in the air and let it fly where it shall fly. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.